Villanueva State Park is a destination for camping that has been referred to us several times by friends. We were told it was a great place to go, and we've been trying to get reservations here. It is on the reservation system on the New Mexico State Park website, but we haven't been able to get reservations that worked with our schedule. So we finally got reservations and decided to head out for a short weekend of camping. We arrived on a Friday, and it was very quiet. Less than half of the campsites were full, which was kind of odd because the website said that the campground was packed. So here is a bit of our visit and our review of what happened while we were there and what our thoughts are about Villanueva State Park. We had a good time and a bad time, and we'll tell you all about it. This campground has 33 developed sites, 12 of which have electric, so they're $14 a night, while the regular dry sites are $10 a night, which is what we booked. We have campsite number 25 at the very back of the campground next to the playground. So let's go and check it out. This campground is a bit remote. It's difficult to get to by my estimation. It is south of I-25 and Las Vegas and north of I-40 and Moriarty, sort of. You'll have to check it out on the map. There's really not an easy way to get there. There is some windy, narrow roads, but it is possible to get there. It was a 2-hour drive from our house in the Albuquerque area, and it was worth checking out. So here we go. Our campsite, number 25. Our tent's all set up. We're just going to do a little walk down to the end of the road with the dog. Take care of his business, if you know what I mean. This is the day use area down here. There's parking and picnic tables and grills all along here. And the playground and the same thing on the other side. And there's a pit toilet right back there. And there are only about 5 campsites along here. That's ours right there in the front with our dome tent. And there is the Pecos River. That's the same Pecos River for the Pecos Wilderness. Comes downhill from the Pecos Wilderness here and flows all the way to Texas. And here is the trailhead right at the end of the campground. We're right here. And this is the river trail. This is a pretty sweet little day use area. It's a picnic table and a grill right on the water. And the campground runs all along the Pecos River here with campsites on the left and the right. We got lucky to score this reservation about a week ago. Apparently somebody canceled because I had been checking and every weekend was booked solid. But when I checked the other day, this one was open. It was the only campsite open. So we took it. So here's our 5-person Alps mountaineering Merrimack. Nice little campsite with a fire grate and a picnic table. Right on the river.
Look you up, bud. This one works a little better than the other one.
Yeah, water pumps.
Oh, water line.
Yeah. There's the playground.
Hey.
One of the day use picnic areas. It's kind of cool.
Stop them. Dylan. Dylan.
This is a really nice campsite.
You can pull through, you can back up, you got the covered.
Yeah, nice pull through. A little covered picnic table area. Looks like it's number 22. There's the pit toilet down here. Actually, it wasn't too bad for a pit toilet. That's site number 21. It's another pull through. This is number 20 here. It's a nice big back end. I like the little picnic area too. All in the shade. That's very nice. That's site number 19. That's another nice one that pulls right into a little building with the covered picnic table right on the river. And that's a massively huge site. Is that a group site? That's huge.
Or maybe just two. This is 18, that's probably 19.
And here is the RV dump station. You pull up this incline. There's a full dump. Looks like the host is at 15.
Okay, go ahead in the front foot. And stop and pick it out. Okay, this is what you wanted to check out right here.
So there's the shower building. It's got flush toilets, sinks, and showers, men's and women's. And this is the group site shelter. Ron's checking out the big stove fireplace so he can decide about how to build ours at our house. That's pretty cool. So, Villanueva State Park and Campground. our review, pros and cons, we'll say. Pros, it's actually a really pretty campground. The campsites are pretty generous and spaced nicely. There are a few pretty small ones, but I think most people would be able to use any of the campsites here. They're a little close to the road, but that's kind of true of all campgrounds these days. It's situated in a beautiful valley with cottonwood trees, as you can see, some cliffs on each side of the canyon. There's a nice little playground there for the kids. There are pit toilets, and there is one bathhouse down in the center that has showers and flush toilets and running water. And there's trash cans throughout. Those are the pros. Unfortunately, the cons list is a little bit bigger. The cons list has to do with it being a state park with day use area. That's one of them. Last night around 4, there were 8 vehicles full of people that showed up who all knew each other, so we're guessing they were locals. And they all went and let the kids play on the playground while the adults hung out and drank beer and smoked and left trash on the picnic tables. And then they took off before the gate closed at 7. They do lock up the gate at 7 p.m. and it's obvious why. Another big con for me has to do with the facilities. The restrooms and pit toilets look like they're the originals from when this campground was built. The pit toilet down here at this section is rusted and old metal building with lots of peeling paint and oh no, Dylan. And you really would expect, like most of the other state parks, that they would have built new restroom facilities. Even if it's a pit toilet, most of the other state parks have a brick building or a solid structure that's not all rusted and peeling paint. The bathhouse, like I said, was definitely an original building from when this campground was designed and built. It had old bathroom stalls and little tiny old sinks and one shower stall in the ladies'. I'm sure the men's was exactly the same. And they look like they're from the 1950s. They really should update those bathrooms. And another con is this Campground State Park is not near anything. It's actually very remote. It is halfway between I-25 and I-40, and you're near nothing. So if you're coming here, there really is nothing for you to do except hang out at the campground. Now, for some people, that's great. If that's all you're looking for is a great hangout spot with a campground, then this is probably your park. It's a very pretty park. But for us, I don't know that it offers enough to make us want to come back. Like I said, it's a pretty setting, but we're not ones to just sit at the campsite for days and days. So we're packing up to go. With our epic gear failure with the air mattress last night, which you'll see more about. we just decided we didn't want to stay a second night even though we paid for it. So I think that's all for now for our review. I would give this Campground State Park a grade of maybe a C, just because it is in such a pretty setting. That helps, but it's probably not one we'll return to. So if you enjoyed this video and found it useful, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. This is our 4th state park we visited this year, and we'll certainly be checking out some others. So subscribe if you want to see more things like that, as well as our hiking and backpacking videos. So as I always say, get out there and hug a tree.